Even though today was the beginning of Gamescom, I wasn't expecting much. I thought it was going to be a low-key affair, from Nintendo's indie presentation to the Inside Xbox to Google Stadia Connect, and it was. I was right on for that. And then we get to Jeff Keighley's thing, Gears 5 story trailer, which I thought looked amazing, and I thought that was going to be the highlight of today. But Sony had other plans, and they sent out the tweet that shook the game industry, basically saying, Insomniac Games, you're with us now. What is going on, guys? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. Hope everybody is having a great day. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel for more content. I would greatly appreciate it. Wow, this absolutely came out of nowhere. I was watching Jeff Keighley on stage talking about a game, and suddenly on Twitter, I see PlayStation tweet out, "Big news! Insomniac Games is joining PlayStation's worldwide studios. We are honored and thrilled to join forces with this legendary developer. Please join us in congratulating our friends and partners at Insomniac." I couldn't believe what I just read. I stopped watching the stream and I just sat there. I'm like, wait a minute, is this really the PlayStation account, the official PlayStation account? And then I saw all the tweets roll in, one from Kotaku, one from Insomniac themselves. I'm like, my lord. Now, we had heard the rumors that Sony was looking to acquire more studios. It seems like that is the thing to do. Xbox, who didn't really have a first-party staple, well, a big first-party staple, they acquired like 8 new studios recently. Even Epic is getting in on it. They bought the makers of Rocket League. So it seems like independent studios are getting snatched up, but there's not many independent studios that make AAA games. And we know that is what Sony really likes to focus on, AAA games, single-player cinematic experiences. And they do have a long-standing relationship with Insomniac, so this pairing absolutely makes 100% sense. And I'm actually surprised it hasn't happened sooner. I was surprised it didn't happen during the PS3 era, where did the Resistance games and things like that. So I'm looking at this as like, man, you know, we have next gen coming upon here. Microsoft is like, we need more studios. They went out and got theirs, Ninja Theories, Obsidians, the Playground games. And now Sony's like, you know what, we can't stand put either, because either A, we can't let Microsoft get Insomniac and ruin our investment in the Spider-Man franchise. We need to go out and expand, because next generation, it's all about the content. It's not exactly about the consoles, because they're going to be very similar. It's going to be about the content and where you can play said content. Microsoft is going their way with Xbox Game Pass and PC, and Sony's clearly going to be about the PlayStation 5. If you want to play Spider-Man 2, you need to get it here. If you want to play God of War 2, you need to get it here. That is going to be their strategy. But congratulations to PlayStation and Insomniac, because they are a fantastic developer. You know exactly what they're going to be working on. Spider-Man 2 obviously is in the works. I mean, come on. They just also announced that it's sold more than 13.2 million copies. You know there's a sequel coming, and Sony obviously... Now, I'm not saying Microsoft was trying to buy them, but Sony has a lot of money tied up into the franchise, and they obviously look at Insomniac as the developer that they want to continue that lucrative franchise. So it only makes sense to partner with Insomniac for the long run. But then you think about what else they could do. You know, Sunset Overdrive, right? Remember, Insomniac actually owns the Sunset Overdrive IP. Microsoft has the publishing rights for the first game. Well, now that Sony owns Insomniac, that means Sony now owns the Sunset Overdrive IP. So is it possible we could see a sequel to Sunset Overdrive on PlayStation? Would Microsoft be willing to give back the publishing rights to Insomniac like they gave it back to Remedy? With the way Phil and Matt Booty have been running Xbox Game Studios, probably. they probably wouldn't even have to buy it for much. They might just give it back to them. But I'm not really sure Sony's really interested in making a Sunset Overdrive 2. They're obviously going to be interested in Spider-Man 2, maybe a new IP down the road. And don't forget, Insomniac's made a bunch of Oculus Rift VR games, and Sony also is, rumored to be continuing PlayStation VR with the PSVR 2, so maybe they also kind of work for some titles on that. But to me, this is like Microsoft finally buying Playground Games. Playground Games, a developer that kind of worked exclusively on Xbox with the Forza Horizon studio. It just made sense for Microsoft to make that, partnership official and long-lasting, build up the studio, have them, make a different style of game alongside Forza. I see the same kind of relationship here with Insomniac. They've worked together for a long time, like basically every generation of PlayStation games. The only games that were on Xbox were Sunset Overdrive and Fuse and Song of the Deep, but pretty much everything else was on PlayStation. So this just made sense, and it's a big developer that Sony has in their stables that's going to make exclusive content for the PlayStation ecosystem, the PlayStation 5 in the future. And it won Gamescom. This will be what people are talking about today, next week, a month from now. Nobody's going to be talking about the Death Stranding trailer or any of the new games announced, the Jeff Keighley's thing. It'll all be about PlayStation and Insomniac. But of course, I gotta think to myself, is Sony done? Are they still eyeing more studios? Because Xbox is. Xbox is trying to get more studios because they need more content. Epic is trying to get in the game. They're looking to probably buy more studios to go along with the Rocket League developers. Now, with all these companies in there, the prices of these studios kind of rises up. So I just kind of wonder, is Sony done? Are they going to add Kojima's studio after Death Stranding to the worldwide studios? Are they going to make a play for Remedy after Control ships? I mean, we see a lot of footsie going on between PlayStation, Sony's first-party developers, and Remedy as of late. Is that a possible acquisition? It kind of seems like the acquisition wars are heating up, and in my opinion, this has got to be probably the biggest one out of any of the acquisitions that have gone the past couple years. I think Insomniac is a bigger and better developer than most of all the Xbox developers that they've acquired, and definitely, I think, better than anybody Epic's acquired. But, they've been around for a long time and they've made great games. But of course, this probably also cost them a pretty penny, but at the end of the day, it was probably worth it for them. So congratulations to those guys. Can't wait to see Spider-Man 2 when it comes out on the PlayStation 5. But wow, the tweet that basically stunned the game world. Unbelievable. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Share this out on social media. And if you always want to be notified immediately when I drop new videos, make sure you hit that notification bell. Thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Later, guys.